The sound of my phone ringing on December 15th was so ordinary. I had no idea it was the detonation that would blow my family apart. Vivien, sweetheart, my mother's voice carried that particular careful tone, the one she used when delivering news she knew would hurt. There's been a change of plans for Christmas. I balanced the phone between my shoulder and ear, folding laundry in my living room. Through the doorway, I could see my daughter, Lily, and my son, Ben, building a block tower. They were laughing, completely unaware their world was about to shift. What kind of change? Well, your brother, Leo, is bringing Cassandra to meet the family. Her father owns that pharmaceutical company, and she's just wonderful, very refined. The pause stretched. I prompted her. And? She cleared her throat. Cassandra is particular about first impressions. Family gatherings are important to her. Leo is thinking of proposing. We want everything to be perfect. My hands stilled on a tiny t-shirt. What are you saying, Mom? Your sister, Giselle, feels it would be better if you and the kids sat this one out. The children can be a bit energetic. Cassandra isn't used to them. We need to present a sophisticated image. I actually laughed, sharp and bitter. Giselle doesn't even live here. Since when does she get to decide who's family? Don't take that tone. We all care about Leo's happiness. It's just one Christmas. You can make it special, just the three of you. Something cold and solid settled in my chest, replacing the initial sting. I looked at my children. Lily, 6, with her endless questions. Ben, 4, with his joyful tantrums. They were normal, wonderful kids, and they were an inconvenience. I understand, I said quietly. Thank you for letting me know. You're being very mature about this, she said, relief flooding her voice. I hung up. Lily looked up. Who was that, Mommy? Just Grandma, I said, forcing a smile. Everything's fine. But it wasn't. That evening after bedtime, I stared at old albums, pictures of Christmases when I was the golden child, before my divorce 3 years ago shattered my parents' pristine image. Since then, my modest life, my rental house, my job as a legal assistant, my loud, messy children, all of it had become an embarrassment. The next morning, clarity arrived. I was done pretending. At work, my boss, Mr. Thorne, noticed my shift. What happened? He asked. My family uninvited us from Christmas, my kids specifically. They might ruin the sophisticated impression for my brother's new girlfriend. He set down his pen. That's cruel. It is, and I'm done accepting it. That day, I started a private journal. I documented the call. I wrote down every snide comment, every exclusion from the past 3 years. The Thanksgiving we were seated at the kids' table, the way my mother flinched when Ben hugged her with sticky hands, the time my father told Lily her rock collection was dirty. It wasn't a diary, it was evidence. We chose our own lopsided Christmas tree. We went ice skating for the first time. Ben shrieked with joy after gliding 3 feet on his own. I did it, Mommy. Did you see? I saw, baby. You were amazing. The rink attendant smiled at us. You can tell when people are making real memories, she said. Her words stuck. My parents' Christmases were performances. Ours would be real. My family's barrage began. My sister Giselle called, furious. Mom's crying. You were cold. Do you know how important this is for Leo? My father sent an email with terms for attendance. Arrive at 2 p.m., stay 2 hours, keep the children quiet. A generous compromise. Leo sent voice memos, begging, just call Cassandra and smooth it over. This relationship means everything to me. I deleted them. I saved them to my journal. I stopped responding. Instead, we baked cookies. We volunteered at a soup kitchen where Lily asked the coordinator 17 questions about food insecurity. Your children are delightful, the woman told me. My eyes stung. I know. On Christmas Eve, our elderly neighbor, Mrs. Pena, knocked with a plate of cookies. Would you like to join me for dinner? I've got presents. We went. Her house was warm, full of stories and unconditional delight in my children. It was everything family should be. Christmas morning was chaotic joy. We were in pajamas, surrounded by wrapping paper, when the knock came at 2:30 p.m. I opened the door to my entire family: Mom, Dad, Giselle, Leo, and a woman in a cream cashmere sweater, Cassandra. They looked like a holiday catalog. We looked like happy chaos. "Surprise!" Mom said, her smile strained. "We brought Christmas to you." "What are you doing here?" I asked, my voice flat. Cassandra's eyes were wide. "I'm sorry, what's happening?" "There's been a misunderstanding," Mom said quickly. "Oh my God," Cassandra interrupted, staring at my mother. "You actually did it. Leo told me his sister was busy with her ex's family." "They didn't want my kids there," I said, my voice clear in the cold air. "They're too loud, too messy. It wouldn't fit the sophisticated image." Cassandra stepped back from the group as if they'd burned her. "You excluded your sister and her children for me?" She looked at Leo with devastating clarity. "I have 3 nieces and nephews. They are Christmas. You chose a performance over people." "Ashley, please," Leo started. "It's Cassandra, and I need to leave." She turned to me. "I am so sorry. Your children seem wonderful." She walked down the steps and called a car. The porch erupted. "Look what you've done," Giselle hissed. "Are you happy now?" Dad boomed. "Actually," I said, feeling a profound calm, "I am. We were having a perfect Christmas until you arrived." My children appeared behind me, Lily holding her new science kit, Ben in Superman pajamas. "Grandma?" Lily asked, confused. "I thought you didn't want us." The silence was absolute. My mother's face, a mask of guilt and discomfort, told the whole story. "You should leave," I said. "You made your choice. I've made mine." I shut the door on their protests. I turned off my phone. I rejoined my children on the couch, their warm bodies snuggling into mine. The outside world ceased to exist. The fallout was swift. Cassandra ended things with Leo immediately. The barrage of blame-shifting messages intensified. "You've torn this family apart. You're so selfish. Apologize." I didn't. Instead, I focused on us. Mr. Thorne promoted me, sponsoring my paralegal certification. "You deserve good things. Stop being surprised when they happen." At the park one day, a stranger smiled. "Your children are wonderful. You can tell they're happy." They are. We all are. It was true. Without the weight of their disapproval, we bloomed. Lily's curiosity became a superpower. Ben's energy was just joy, uncontained. A year later, a letter arrived from my mother. "Your father had a heart attack. Stress is a factor. Leo is married. Giselle is engaged. Life continues. Come to Christmas. The children are welcome. Let go of the past." No apology, just a summons to pretend. "What does it say, Mommy?" Lily asked. "They want us to come to Christmas." "Will they make you feel small?" "Probably." "Then we shouldn't go. You're not small. You're the biggest person I know." We recycled the letter. We made gingerbread houses. We went ice skating. We built a life so full of real love, there was no room for the conditional kind. I published my journal online, changing the names. The response was a tidal wave of solidarity from others who'd been diminished, excluded, told they were too much. A parenting magazine asked for a column. My story, my quiet rebellion, found a purpose. My revenge was not dramatic. It was a series of quiet choices. Choosing my children's laughter over my parents' approval. Choosing real memories over perfect images. Choosing to believe the woman in the park who saw our joy over the family who only saw our mess. Choosing to build a family defined not by blood, but by who shows up. The last I heard, they're still waiting for an apology. But I'm here, watching my children grow into people who know their worth, who understand that love shouldn't require making yourself smaller. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is simply a happy life, built brick by brick on the other side of their silence. And that is a victory no one can ever take from you. And that was Vivien's quiet, perfect revenge. Have you ever been made to feel like you were too much for your own family? Have you ever been traded for someone else's idea of perfect? This is Clara, and on this channel, we believe that the best revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a life lived joyfully and freely, far away from those who try to shrink you. If this story of silent strength resonated with you, then you need to subscribe to Clara's Revenge. Hit that bell so you never miss a story, because next week we're diving into another tale of betrayal and breathtaking payback. Another woman who was underestimated, another secret plan that changed everything. Until then, remember, your peace is your power. Protect it at all costs. Subscribe for more stories where the quiet ones get the last beautiful word.